We're taking a closer look into a topic that affects all of us, heavy traffic.
Local 3's Madison Sims looked into the worst traffic hotspots in Chattanooga and asked what local officials are doing to reduce the risk.
Police Chief John Chambers says the list ranges from non-injury crashes to collisions with fatalities.
The most number are property damage crashes. The next one are crashes with minor injuries, and then crashes with severe injuries, and then fatalities.
From 2023 to 2024, the city saw a 24% decrease in total crashes, dropping from nearly 9,800 crashes to 7,400 in a year.
Property damage crashes, injury crashes, especially fatalities. That's a great thing. That's a great thing for Chattanooga. We want to continue in that trend, though. We want to make sure it continues to go down.
But even with numbers going down, there still exist problematic roadways, and the most troublesome intersections are all less than 3 miles apart. Last year, Vance and Lee Highway had 10 reported crashes, and Eastgate Loop and Spring Creek on Brainerd Road both had 9 reported crashes. People who work in the area say the number of crashes are concerning.
Oh, it's a dangerous intersection. It's hard to get through. You got to be real careful. You got to be alert, pay attention.
I've seen crashes. I've seen people get hit by cars, especially when the traffic is really heavy. That's when I'm a little worried because, again, we have a lot of people that just don't want to stop at the red light. They want to keep going right as the red light hits.
Chris Mullenix is the department's traffic sergeant. He says the department knows the trouble spots well and are constantly working toward solutions.
We do speed studies year-round based on crash data or citizen complaints. So we use that data to target our enforcement citywide and primarily focus on the top 10 roadways that we see the crashes in.
Speed studies are just a portion of the data CPD uses to make intersections safer. Chief Chambers says the department utilizes its Crime and Intelligence Analysis Unit to monitor accidents. This team of investigators uses live data to keep a close eye on crashes across the city, and each month they share this data with the department.
They know the location of the crash, the time of day, the day of week that it occurred, as well as any contributing factors. So all of that information is contained within the reports.
Chambers says this data helps CPD assess if their current traffic enforcement is successful.
We rely on that data to tell us when is the best time of day and day of week to be in a given area, because the crashes that are occurring on 153 may not be occurring to the same volume and time as the ones on 24 and 75.
While the police department has enforcement efforts in place, it's not responsible for the engineering or improvement of roads. Rayanne Bradley with the Tennessee Department of Transportation says the Regional Traffic Operations Office devotes the majority of its improvement efforts to locations that have received concerns and complaints.
We are currently working to identify improvements along Lee Highway in Ooltewah. We are also working to implement striping changes and some road diets along Rossville Boulevard, Dayton Boulevard, and Cherokee Boulevard.
Bradley says driver feedback is critical in addressing problems with roadways.
That helps us track engagement, and then we use that to determine who within TDOT is the most appropriate person for them to speak with and provide them a response.
She says there are several types of safety improvements that can be made to intersections with higher crash rates.
Signage, striping, lights. Sometimes, there's just so many different things that we have at our disposal to make improvements to intersections in our area.
But road design isn't all to blame for these crashes. Chief Chambers says driving distracted and too fast causes accidents.
Put the phones down, pay attention to the road. Just because you're going 55 and everything's smooth right now doesn't mean it's not going to change in a split